Hello, everybody. It is Topic Tuesday. Welcome. We have a lot of new people that have been joining us. So welcome. I do this every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Next week will be the exception. I'm actually going to be at an event, so I will be either doing it earlier in the day or later in the day or possibly the next day. I will let you know. So today for Topic Tuesday, we are going to discuss some things to consider if you struggle to be on time for things. This is a very big problem for a lot of people in our community. Time blindness is a very real thing. I have time blindness, but I tend to go the other way where I'm like early for everything because I have a huge amount of anxiety about time. So I want you guys to, this is more for people who are always late. Let's say that you are always late to work, right? One of the things that I have noticed with my clients is that when we talk about them being on time, there's a couple of things that are in play. Number one, the time that they have in their head the whole day before they have to, or whatever it is, let's say it's for work, I have to be at work by 9, and 9 o'clock is the time that they have in their head. And all of a sudden it's like 10 till and they haven't even taken a shower yet, or they're just really behind because, oh my gosh, it's I'm not gonna have time to get there by 9. So the first thing I'm going to recommend doing is don't think about the time you have to be there. You need to think about the time you need to leave by. Okay, so how do we do that? All right, so let's say that you drive, right? Google Maps has, and Apple Maps, all of those things have a way for you to find out ahead of time approximately how long it will take you to arrive based on the time of day that you're leaving, right? A lot of us tend to think everything's 10 minutes away, and very often it's not, it's more. So so if you're one of those people, you know who you are. So find out how long it actually takes to drive to a location. Find out how long it approximately takes if you take public transportation, factoring in things like how long it takes you to walk to the bus stop, how long, or to the train station, etc. The other things to consider, I have my notes here, sorry, is how long it takes you to actually get ready. So again, let's use work as an example, and let's say you have to be at work at 9. What do you have to do to get ready in the morning, and how long does that take? And what I really strongly recommend you do is actually time yourself. Or better yet, if you live with somebody, have them time you. Because in my experience, people either forget to start the timer or they forget to stop the timer. Ask me how I know this. Anyway, but time yourself. Time how long it takes you to take a shower and, get your makeup and hair done and get dressed and, get out the door. And it's not like a beat the clock kind of thing. Like, just take however you normally do it, just do it, because we want it to be accurate to what your life is actually like, right? So let's say it actually takes you 15 minutes to take a shower and then another half an hour to like get dressed and do your hair and makeup and all that stuff. These are just hypotheticals, obviously. Okay, so that's 45 minutes right there. And then I want you to ask yourself, what tends to be an obstacle for you? What tends to distract you? Right? So if you're somebody who you go out and you're like, oh, I forgot my keys, or oh, I forgot my bag, or oh, I forgot this, and you're constantly coming in and out of your door, that's something to consider. So if that is something that happens to you regularly, pay attention to what those things are, and then you can create systems to help prevent that, right? So for example, if you go to the gym before you go to work, you can have your gym bag at the front door so you can't walk out without it, and you have your keys sitting on top of them, right? Everything you need just sitting right there. Little things like that make a huge difference in how long it takes you to get out the door in the morning. And then, and the other thing is, again, asking yourself what distracts you. Phones are a big distraction. I really encourage everybody, sleep with your phone not in your room, and don't even get on your phone unless you absolutely have to before work, right? I mean, I'm sure your work probably doesn't want you on the phone either, but it can be such a big distraction, and time blindness really kicks in when we're on there. And all of a sudden we go on to look up something really quick, and then the next thing you know, an hour's passed and you're late, right? So whenever possible, just keep your phone off of you if you can, so that it doesn't become the time suck, time blindness nightmare that it can be, especially in the morning. And then the other thing to consider too is there parking where you need to go? What's parking normally like when you go there? Do you have to take an elevator when you get in? You being on time is not you showing up in the parking lot at 9 o'clock. You being on time is you being in your office at your desk at 9 o'clock, right? For most bosses. So factoring in, where's parking? How long does it take to find parking? How long does it take to walk to the building, take the elevator up, and go down to your office, right? Now, I know a lot of you are going, oh my gosh, there's so many steps already. Just watch this video. Again, write down the steps. And then just take your time about it. You don't have to have this all solved tomorrow. But these are things to consider in terms of things that are going to help you be on time. Because all of those things I just mentioned, the amount of actual travel time, finding parking, walking to the building, how long it takes you to get dressed in the morning, etc., all of that should be considered part of your travel time. Because then you know when you need to leave by, and that is the time that you need to be focusing on, not the 9 o'clock. Okay, so if you have to start getting ready by 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock is the thing that you need to be paying attention to initially, right? And then getting all of that done so that you are out the door by whatever time you delineate is how long it will take you to leave your house, drive to the place, find parking, and get inside on time. So I hope this makes sense, and I hope I haven't just confused the hell out of a lot of you. But I promise you, if you take these steps and just do them one at a time, you do not have to do all of them. I promise you, you don't have to. But start off by just timing how long it takes you to do things in the morning, okay? And really start to see what that really looks like versus what you think it looks like, because we're almost always wrong, okay? And then once you've kind of got that down, then start to figure out a routine to make sure that you don't forget things and have to come back in and out of the house 5 times because you keep forgetting things. And then you can create a system for knowing how long it will take you to drive there, etc. Take it one step at a time. You can do it in any order, but it's really important for you to use your timers, and you won't have to track this for very long. You'll figure it out pretty quick. But it's really important in terms of helping you to be on time for things. And I know that there are a lot of people who have sort of just given up in this department. They're like, well, I'm just late and people have to deal with it. My view on this is ADHD is an explanation, but it's not an excuse. And people being chronically late has caused them to lose jobs. It has caused them to lose relationships, lose money, lose a lot of things. And so it's actually really important to be on time. And I don't want you losing a job, losing income, losing friends, losing whatever, because you just didn't know how to structure it. Okay? So hopefully this will help. And maybe I will do another video down the road where we'll talk about like one small chunk of that and just get a little bit more specific on it so that you can just focus on that. But I really wanted to talk to this today. This came up with a client, and she's been doing what I've been asking, and she's noticed a difference. And so I really wanted to share it with you guys because I think it is important. So anyway, hopefully I haven't confused you. And if you guys have any tips and things that help you get out the door on time, definitely put them in the comments. I love to see them. And like I said, next week, it will not be at 11 o'clock Central Time that I'm doing this. It will either be before, after, or the next day, depending on what my life is looking like. But I will let you know. Alrighty, have a great week.